Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit here, back again with Fate 01 episode 6, and in the last episode we had some backstory regarding Emiya, yeah, so he was on an island called Arimago. His father was obviously doing some time alteration magic, fucking around with some plant life, very Resident Evil-esque episode. Zombies or vampires, whatever the fuck they are, dead apostles, that's what they kind of go by. And yeah, fucking nuts stuff. And Emiya met that woman who I don't think we've got a name yet. So they're going off together. He's going to learn the ways of whatever she is dishing out. I don't know. She did. Oh fuck! I can't even remember. Did she say in the last episode what group she was a part of? I don't think she did, though, did she? I think she just mentioned that. Oh, we can't let this kind of happen. But she's not part of the Mage Association. But she does deal with them, though, right? I wonder how many of her there is. They do seem like very rogue, like very sort of like kind of off on their own kind of thing. But yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. We're just gonna get in episode 6 and see what it gets. Without further ado, let's go. Okay, episode 6. Fuck. You know, these two episodes might be up there with my favourite episodes. They're really good. Fuck, the hat. You see, I knew it. I knew. They mentioned the plane, and I was like, yeah, I remember from the beginning, the specifically mentioned the plane was, like, that was one of the things that they were talking about when they were talking about Emiya, is that he brought down a fucking plane to take out a single person, right? And that person ended up being Natalia, but, like, there's a number of different things. I think what I knew when they were talking, they were dwelling on the idea of seeing each other, and they were talking about, you know, they were getting soft, or, you know, specifically her, which has never been before. So they were dwelling on it. So I mean, she knew what was going to happen. I mean, she smiled there at the end, like it was, you know. I wrote down there had to be another way, because I just want to fucking tell myself that there could have been another way. But I don't know. I mean, like I think, I was saying like, oh yeah, bring it down into the water. I guess there's no guarantee that, like a bee could just get out and fucking fly off and then it starts again. So I guess the only way to ensure was to blow it up. I mean, that had to have been a very, like... You see, on one hand, I don't want to say it either, because I like Natalia and I like her character. I think she was, I think there's something to be said about her being a freelance, that she should be smart enough that to take something to skydive. I mean, you're going on a plane. All it takes is for one thing to go wrong. If you have to get out of there, like, she specifically focused, like she said, right, to... survival is the priority, right? I mean, it's not like I can just say, like, oh, she did this, she took this mission knowing that she would die. You know what I mean? She didn't. I don't know how much information she had regarding the guy, Odvorak, that if he was to die, that the bees would just be, released anyway. But even on that plane, I don't know how it is. I know like there's like airplanes are equipped with, you know, life jackets and whistles and like a breathable mask and whatever, for oxygen. But surely, even on like flights, on all flights, there has to be like parachutes. There has to be, right? But I still can't even get past the fact that she wouldn't take one on. You know what I mean? Like, you see, because on one hand, like, I want to say, like, you know, I don't want to say that she knew she was going to die in this, so she just didn't take one because she wanted it to go that way. I don't know why she would, but like, it's either she wanted to go out on that mission, or she just didn't have the foresight to bring a parachute on board or something to get out of there, you know. And it's not nice, like, you know, trying to, you know, break down a character like that, like somebody who is that badass and they went out because of a misstep, like you know, that could have easily been. I think that's the worst one. Like, you know, the deaths that could have easily been saved, right? That's the ones that are kind of like, those are the ones that have the profound effect. Like, you know, the tragic nature of it is enhanced because it could have, you know, easily gone another way if she just brought on something like that. But yeah, I mean, so they were talking, they were dwelling on it, they kind of... I was going through it, like, when they were having the dialogue back and forth, and I was switching between, like, he knows what he's going to do, obviously, right? He's going to bring it down, regardless. He knew that from the very start of the conversation. I was going back and forth in my head whether or not she knew from the beginning or not, because yeah, I was just going back and forth. But I think the thing that clinches it for me and tells me that she knew what it was going to happen was when Emiya told her that he had a plan. You know what I mean? That he'd sorted. Because, I mean, yeah, and I think she's smart enough to realise that, like, you know, bringing a plane full of these fucking zombie ghoul things with fucking these bees carrying that and bringing it into a city, into an airport where there's more people. So she was kind of... yeah, she was obviously dwelling on it, talking like she was, you know, talking like, oh yeah, she was going to get back, we're going to, you know what I mean, like, you know, when we next see each other and whatnot, you know what I mean, like, I'm acting like your mother, she's going a bit soft, and it's like, you know, obviously the death flags and stuff. So yeah, should mention Cessna. I don't know what a Cessna is. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what that is. A Cessna. What is that? Oh, it's just an aircraft. Right. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, like the fucking the much smaller planes. Yeah, that goes hand in hand with what she says. Like, you know, she's never, you know, the plane might be a bit too big for her, kind of thing. Yeah, makes sense. It's like a more jet. It's more of a jet than an actual plane. All right. Yeah. I want to know what the fucking curse death spell thing is that she had as well, which was nuts. She pointed it like at him through the chair. And that caused his fucking, I don't know, his brain to hemorrhage or something, but yeah, that was nuts. I don't know what spell that was. I don't know if we'll actually get any information on what that spell was. It's like killing curse, it's like fucking Harry Potter and that Avada Kedavra thing. It's like he was just able to just straight out kill him. Yeah, she went through the whole severing and binding kind of thing as well. That is his defining, like, sort of power. So the question is the severing binding, is that the thing that's passed down through his family, through the Kiritsugu family, or is it only exclusive to him? Because it is an odd one, isn't it? Like a sort of a trait that it's sort of weird the way that it works. His sort of body, I guess, is his own body any different? I mean, in, you know, down to like the fucking, like, the finite level, it obviously is, because, you know, his own body's used in the in, like, you know, undoing other mages, right? Obviously he did that with Kenneth. But does his body actually work different to the other people? At the very beginning, she talked about like a crest. I think that was more symbolic, like crest as in a sort of like a mage's curse, or like because it's passed down through generations of family, like that's what she was talking about. You know, like family crest kind of thing. But I don't know for sure. But yeah, they're freelancers. So that, I think that's the first time that was ever confirmed. Because before it was like, well, there could be like, you know, like an organization that Emiya's a part of that we just haven't heard about yet. But it's just, no, they're just freelancers. They just kind of work outside of the established associations and organizations that are already there. Sort of Path of the Hunter, he described it as. But yeah, that's nuts. Okay, well, I don't know if there's anything else to really talk about. I really loved those episodes though. Those last two episodes are really good. A nice sort of like backstory on Emiya, which I think was obviously needed. You know, we were going to get it at some point. The fact is, we've got 2 episodes dedicated to it, which which I like, but it also confirms like that idea that it's obviously going to be Emiya and Kira in the last 2, isn't it? I've said that like in the 2 episodes before these 2, that, you know, if it come down to the last 2, it's obviously going to be them 2, because they have that, it's that fate, pardon the pun. So yeah, either way though, I've really enjoyed those episodes, so that was a really nice recording session. But that is also, thank you everyone for watching. In the description below I have links to certain things. One is the Discord, get yourself over there, I'm over there, join the community. SirMonkeySuit.com, my website, all of my content is over there. You can also become a member on there, and go to the forum. There's a reaction recommendations page. If you put in your shows that you want me to react to in there, the top 10 liked will be going into a pool, and then whatever wins in that pool will be the next show that I react to next. Okay, so make sure you get your shows in there. And Patreon. So I do have a Patreon. If you don't support me, I would very much appreciate it. There's a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So there's $5 a month. That's the early access. You get access to shows a week early, and for Fate you get 4 episodes every week, as opposed to the usual 2 that the general public get. Full length, that's the $10 a month, so that gives you access to my full length library. Everything I write gets a full length. Exclusive tier, that is the $15 a month. That gives you access to a bonus show that I'll be reacting to. It's in the middle now of choosing a new show. It was Mob Psycho 100, but there's a poll going on right now, so that'll be picked up again this coming. Well, when this goes out public, it'll be airing. So make sure you go over and check out, see what that is. $50, that is the elite tier, so that gives you a choice of show you want me to react to, and I will react to it. There'll be about 7 shows in front of it, so it might take me a while to get round to it. But if you want to jump the queue and go to the very front so the show gets you reckon to next, and you want to get God Tier, which is $100. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.